Hey everyone, and welcome to Emerald Editing. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use keyframes to make some awesome animations. For this video, we are going to be specifically using Final Cut Pro X, but many editing apps actually support keyframes. So if you use any of them that do, you can follow along with this tutorial. So let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1, let's edit. Alright, so jumping into Final Cut Pro X, so you can see we have the timeline right here. We just have some stock footage right here of this guy making a video. So let's just say he wanted to add some cool text. So to begin, what are keyframes? So basically, keyframes are used to make any animations you want. You can lower down the transparency, you can move an object around, you can pretty much do everything with keyframes. So now I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually use them. So right here, let's go ahead and add some text. So on Mac, you're going to want to put Control T to add some text. I already have some text right here that I added. I just came up with Danny Vlogs for this guy. It's just some random name that I thought of. You are going to be seeing how the text just appears. It's not good animation. So when you see that, that just means that it just pops up. In videos, to try to catch viewers' attention, you are going to want to add some cool animations to keep them watching. So you can see this looks actually a little weird when it just pops up. See, it just pops up out of nowhere. It's like, it just feels like it kind of just stops the video, and as you guys can see, there's not much motion to it. So now I'm going to be showing you guys some cool animations that you can do using keyframes. If you guys want to watch a full Final Cut Pro how to edit a video tutorial, make sure to like and comment if you guys would like to see that. Anyways, let's get into it. When you first start, you are going to want to select the layer and it will turn yellow. So drag the playhead to the beginning of the layer. Then lower down the opacity all the way down. Opacity is pretty much just transparency. So the lower it goes, the lighter it is and you can't see it. And the higher it is, it starts appearing. So then after you do that, you're going to want to add a keyframe. Adding a keyframe shows that you want the animation to start there, which is a beginning. Then once you've done that, drag it a little bit so there's about that much space in between, and drag it to move it all the way to 100. So now you guys can see we have a nice like fade in transition, and if you want to fade it out, do the same thing. So as you guys can see, we started it right here and it started right there. So press M to add a mark so you kind of remember to keep the animations looking very clean. Go about right here where you want it to start fading out. Add a keyframe since that's the amount you want it to start when you're ending the animation. Go to almost the end of the animation, but not quite, just about right here, and change it back to 0. So now we went from something that pops up really weird without no motion to this. So you can see it's from where we added the keyframe at the end, that's where it starts disappearing like this. So that's one type of animation you can do. And let's just say you don't like where one animation starts. Just click on that layer and hit Control V. That will bring up the keyframe/animation guide. So now you will see all these little white like diamonds, and these are the keyframes. So if you want, you can move them around a little bit to change when the animation starts and ends. So that's kind of an advanced thing. We won't get into that right now because this is a beginner's tutorial, so let's just X out of that for now. So the next animation we're going to be doing is a move/slide in animation. So there's actually two ways I think you can do this. One using keyframes, or the simpler version using an effect drop-in. First, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it using a keyframe. First of all, click on your layer and drag the playhead to the beginning. Then click this transform button on the mid left. So you can see all of this pops up. This is just like to move this around. Hold shift while you're moving it to keep it in place. So what we're going to be doing is moving it to the left since that's where you want it to start. Then you can see up here there's another keyframe icon. Click that to show that's where you want it to start. Move it again a little bit, then hold shift, drag to the right, and as you can see it starts revealing it. So now when we start it, it should look something like this. So you can see it starts dragging in, and let's just say you want it to stop. So move it wherever you want it to end, add another keyframe right before you move it. Go a little bit more, and let's just say you want it to go down. You can just go like this and drag it down. So now it should look something like this. So now I'm going to be showing you guys how to use it the non-keyframe way. So to do that, click on this icon right here that will bring in the transitions. Final Cut Pro X has these built-in effects that you can add in for free. We're going to just search slide and just bring in this one right here and drag it on to our text. So now you can see these gray bars on each side. Now if we play this back, you can see it has a very cool like slide effect that built into it. If you want to do it a little faster, you can just do it this way, but if you want it more customizable but it takes a little more time, you should use the keyframe way. And the last animation I'm going to be showing you guys is a pop in. To do this, go to the scale properties on the top right column, lower all the way down to 0, then add a keyframe. Now again, move it a little bit right, so now you can see if you want it about this size. As you guys can see, it pops up really nicely. So those were the 3 simple animations that you can use for your YouTube videos. Instead of it just popping up, you can make it fade in with the opacity animation, you can make it slide in with the slide animation, and you can make it pop up with the pop-up animation. So again, keyframes are just a way to make simple animations really easily, just using a few clicks. And remember, you need 4 keyframes to make a slide-in animation. And I made a graph here to show you guys how to place the keyframes correctly. The first one is to show you where it starts. The second one is to make it start happening. The third one is just to make sure it's the same size. And the last one is for it to leave. So I hope this tutorial was helpful and it helps you make your YouTube videos even better. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. And I'll see you guys on the next video.